Hello, and a very warm welcome to Workbook Wednesday with METAVarsity. Develop your consciousness in the comfort of your home. I'm sure you've all heard of sound healing, but what exactly is sound healing? Well, sound healing is the practice of using audio tones and vibrational frequencies to repair damaged tissues and cells within the body. It works on the idea that all matter is vibrating at specific frequencies, and sickness, disease, depression and stress, and many other disorders in the body cause human beings to vibrate at a lower frequency. So sound healing involves playing tones that promote healing, happiness, and vitality that allows the DNA strands to repair themselves. Sound has been used as a healing tool for centuries and is still regularly utilized by many alternative healthcare centers and practitioners and cultures with rich ancestral traditions. For example, Tibetan singing bowls, there are tuning forks, there's drumming therapy, and even chanting are all used in sound therapy. And many participants experience strong emotions during sound therapy. Advocates of sound healing claim that it has the power to heal mental illness, arthritis, autoimmune disorders, and can even shrink cancerous tumors. There are many sound healing modalities, and these may involve just listening to music, singing along to music, moving to the beat of the music, meditating, playing an instrument, toning, sound baths, sound chair, gongs, drumming sessions, etc. Sound therapy is powerful. It is effective in not only achieving a state of relaxation, but it also has a way of moving through blockages in the body. And here I'm talking about energetic blockages. Sound therapy has been known to help conditions such as stress, anxiety, high blood pressure, depression, sleep disorders, pain, and even autism. The first sound healing modality that I want to mention is toning. And with toning, you use the voice to assist in the healing process. So it's basically toning using mantras, vowels, words, using the voice. And what you do when you tone is direct the tone to the area being focused on. Toning uses thought and intention, so it's coupled with thought and intention. So when you are toning, you need to hold the intention of what it is that you want to achieve, so the objective, and then visualize. So holding the thought, meaning visualize in your mind what it is that you want to achieve or the objective, holding the emotional intention or attaching that emotional feeling to what it is you want to achieve, and then toning using your voice. So it is recommended that you use your singing voice in the C major scale, which is equivalent to do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. But those of us who are not singers, I'm one of them, can't always stick to the major scales and get those exact notes right. So I advocate just use whatever tone or singing voice is comfortable for you. So just find a pitch that you're comfortable with to tone. So toning using vowel sounds for the chakras would be for the base chakra, you use a as in cup, u as in you for the sacral, o as in go for the solar plexus chakra, or as in saw for the heart chakra, I as in my for the throat chakra, then a as in say for the brow chakra, and then for the crown chakra, you're using e as in me. So it's simply from the base upwards, ah, ooh, oh, ah, I, a, e. So what you would do is tone going up the C major scale if you can. Otherwise, just your normal pitch would be ah, ooh, oh, or, and so on. holding the tone for as long as you have breath. And then what I sometimes do, not all the time, but you can do it all the time, is before you go on to the next chakra or the next tone or chant the next series of tones, simply take a few seconds in between just to allow the body to absorb the tone and let the tone settle and rest into the energy body. Crystals can also be used in conjunction with sound healing, but crystals need to be cleansed and programmed first. They also have their own frequency, so they're a bit tricky to use because the frequency of your voice needs to match the frequency of the crystal. And this can be a bit tricky for those of us who are not singers, but quite easily achieved for those who are natural singers and can tone and match the frequency of the crystal. So once the crystal has been programmed and cleansed, or cleansed and programmed, should I say, the crystal needs to be placed on the area that needs healing. So for example, if it's the base chakra, you'd place the appropriate crystal for the base chakra on the base chakra. And then you would tone using the vowel sound or a mantra, but projecting the sound through the crystal to the area needing healing. And again here, intention and the maxim of energy follows thought comes into play, because you need to visualize the voice going through the crystal into the area needing healing, and then obviously hold the intention or the emotion. So it's the healing emotion that you want to have happen. Crystals hold memory and information and amplify thought forms, which is why they're a really good addition to your sound healing practice. So the crystals that you can use to help you if you are going to be playing around or playing with crystals and sound healing, for the base chakra, you can use onyx or black tourmaline. And that's not, these are just suggestions. There are many others that you can use. So the ones that you can get your hands on or get hold of or purchase. But for the sacral, red jasper or carnelian. For the solar plexus, citrine, gold or yellow calcite. For the heart, pink tourmaline or rose quartz. For the throat, blue topaz or blue lace agate. For the third eye, amethyst or azurite. And for the crown, clear quartz or rutilated quartz. Music is considered a sound modality or a sound healing modality on its own, because music touches us in deep ways that words alone cannot. Music stirs up our emotions and our imagination and makes our body want to move. And music can make a big difference to people with brain injuries. It can activate the brain in alternative ways, often bypassing the damaged areas, allowing people to regain movement and even speech. So, with sound healing in music, the music changes the structure of the brain, giving people new chances to move and speak. So here is just a table of the correlation of chakras to musical scale notes. So the base chakra, the musical note is C. For the sacral chakra, the musical note D. The solar plexus, the musical note E. For the heart chakra, the musical note F. For the throat chakra, the musical note G. Third eye A, and the crown chakra B. So any music, be it classical music, modern music, where the major note is any of those, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, you can play that music to the patient while you are conducting energy healing, for example, and you're just using music and sound as an added healing method when you are conducting energy healing. My favorite is tuning fork therapy. And tuning fork therapy uses calibrated metal tuning forks to apply specific vibrations to different parts of the body. And it helps release tension and energy and promotes emotional balance. And it works similarly to acupuncture and uses sound frequencies for point stimulation instead of needles. So you get tuning forks that are specifically tuned to certain frequencies, and it could be frequencies of the chakras, it could be many different frequencies, but they are tuned to frequencies. And then you use them by applying them either directly to the area that you are intending to heal, so the chakra, for example, or you apply it about 2 or 3 centimeters above the area needing to be healed, and you work through the aura into the area needing to be healed. So here is an example of a set of tuning forks, and you'll see as well that there is a healer applying the tuning fork to the area needing to be healed. So what happens is that the therapist taps the tuning fork to ensure that the sound begins, and then applies it point downwards to the area needing healing, and the sound goes directly into the physical body and begins to change the frequencies in the affected areas. What you'll see here is that the healer is in fact doing it along the spine, and the bone is a very good conductor, which is why lots of therapists use the spine and the chakras that run along the spine while they are healing, or to target the areas that need to be healed. I said that tuning forks are my favorite, and I think singing bowls come close. Well, in fact, maybe both of them are my favorite. But singing bowls are really awesome, especially crystal singing bowls, and the ones that I've got are the Tibetan singing bowls. And the physical vibration of the sound waves when a bowl is placed directly on the body massages the cells and organs in a delicate way and releases energy blockages. The sounds influence the brain waves in a positive and balancing way, and they have a calming effect on the nervous system. So sound bowls are very good for people who suffer from anxiety or nervous disorders. My daughter has anxiety, and when it becomes out of hand, well, actually before it gets out of hand, as I start to see it spiraling, I use sound bowls, or she does. She takes a sound bowl and she initiates the tone, and she holds it to her ear, and it has an instant calming effect. They can be used along with Reiki, hands-on healing, crystals, and any other instruments such as the hang drum or rainmaker or any musical instrument. So here you will see an example of sound healing using singing bowls. So the client is lying flat on her back, and the sound bowls are placed on the various chakra points as well as around her head. And what is interesting that each singing bowl is actually tuned to a specific frequency. For example, the bowls that I have got are all tuned to a specific musical note which corresponds to a specific chakra. So I have 7 singing bowls, one for each of the chakras, and I work on my chakras using the singing bowls. And you can even do this for yourself, although it's better for someone else to do it, but you can do it yourself. So if you're lying flat on your back, you place your singing bowls on the chakra that you are wanting to work with in terms of healing, and you yourself can just gently tap the singing bowl to initiate the sound, and then you can actually feel how the sound reverberates through your body. And as there are so many forms of sound healing, and those are just a few that I wanted to mention, and also because I think they're the most common and using things that we possibly have in the house. But the other forms of sound healing include brainwave entrainment, binaural beat frequencies, solfeggio frequencies, cymatics, rife therapy, and gong baths. Sound is the most powerful way to reach higher states of awareness, and it's able to make changes at a vibrational frequency level, bringing energy, balance, and harmony. And the different types of sound therapy include vibrational sound therapy, which uses special sounds that produce vibrations thought to improve brainwaves. I thought this particular quote was a lovely way to end the session, and it's by Swami Satchinanda. Physical sound can lead you to the inner vibration of prana. Prana is the cause of all sound, and sound is the expression of prana. And that brings us to the end of today's Workbook Wednesday session. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope that you have enjoyed the series. We'll be bringing you some more topics over the next coming weeks. Thank you so much for joining us. So from us at METAVarsity, lots of love and thank you.